Hello, you guys. So we were discussing the digestive system. Let's start with the parts of the organs of the digestive system, which are the mouth, which is right here. The esophagus, which is this long tube that connects the mouth to the stomach. This is the stomach, which is the pink organ that is pear-shaped. This is the small intestine, the pink part, and the large intestine all the way around the small intestine. Let's start with the mouth. So inside the mouth, we have the teeth, of course, and the teeth help you chew or grind the food into smaller parts. This will make the food easier to swallow. This happens with the help of the saliva, which is a liquid inside your mouth that will moisten or wet the food. And the tongue is the muscle inside your mouth that will help you push the food down so that you can swallow it and get it into your esophagus. So the mouth, when you smell tasty food or see it or even think about it, saliva begins to form in your mouth. And this is when you say that your mouth waters. Saliva is the liquid inside your mouth, and it moistens the food or wets the food and makes it easy to swallow. Your teeth grind up the food, or when you chew them, and tear it into smaller pieces. Your tongue pushes the food into your esophagus. Now, the esophagus is a long tube that connects your mouth to your stomach, and it's actually kind of a muscle, and its job is to push the food, push the food down to reach the stomach. So the esophagus is the tube that connects your mouth and your stomach. This is the end of the esophagus, and this is the beginning of the stomach. Now, the stomach is the part of your body, of your digestive system, that helps in digestion, and it turns the food into liquid. So inside the stomach, the food turns from solid to liquid. And inside the stomach, there is a very strong acid that helps in turning this food into liquid and in digesting the food. After the stomach, it goes into your small intestine. Now, the stomach is a stretchy bag that holds your food after you eat, and it helps to break the food into smaller pieces so your body can use it for energy and nutrition. Now, this is the small intestine, and remember, it's called small because it's thinner than the large intestine, but it's way longer. Now, in the small intestine, this is where the digestion ends, and this is where all of the food that you ate will turn into small nutrients. And inside the small intestine, there are teeny tiny blood vessels that will take all of those nutrients that you got from the food that you ate, and they will take them into your blood and send them to all of your body parts so that your body parts can use them as energy, can use those nutrients as energy. So the small intestine, it's a tube that is almost 20 feet long. That's almost 6 meters. And it continues to digest the food. This is where the digestion ends, in the small intestine. And the food stays in your stomach for 4 to 8 hours. It depends on the kinds of the food. Now, this is the large intestine all the way around the small intestine, and this is where the undigested or the not digested food goes. And by the way, remember that there's a good kind of bacteria inside your large intestine that helps you absorb all of the water that you got from the food that you ate. Okay, so the undigested food will be formed here in the large intestine. It will start having a brown color, and that's going to make your poop. And then it goes all the way here, and it gets out of your body from this part. It's called the anus. This is where you poop. So the large intestine, it's a tube that is almost 5 feet long. That's almost 1.5 meters. And it gets the waste from the small intestine. All of the food that was not digested or the undigested food goes to the large intestine. And the waste stays for almost 10 to 12 hours. And that's why you poop once every day almost. It depends. So some of the healthy habits are you have to eat the foods that are high in fiber, like for example, fruits and vegetables. You need to drink plenty of water. You need to chew the food completely before you swallow. And you need to avoid foods that are high in fat. Remember that the fats will stay inside your blood vessels, and that will make the blood it's going to make it hard for the blood to flow inside your blood vessels. Now, some of the interesting facts is that food in your digestive system stays for almost 24 hours, and your stomach stretches when you eat like a balloon being filled with air. And you have a trapdoor that is called the epiglottis. It is in your neck that covers your windpipe or the trachea when you swallow. That's why you sometimes have hiccups. And your stomach mashes your food the same way that the baker kneads the dough for bread. Now, as a summary, the function of the digestive system, or the job, is to digest the food or turn the food into small nutrients and to absorb the nutrients for the body to use it as energy. The components or the organs of the digestive system are the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestine, and the large intestine. Some of the healthy habits are: eat high fiber foods like, for example, fruits and vegetables, drink lots of water, chew the food completely, and avoid high fat foods. Thank you so much for listening.